I don't know, maybe it was 2-3 months old. It wasn't that old. It was pretty dang new. And then they have like plastic outside panels. That's what keeps it lightweight, good on gas. Welcome back to another episode of Broke Premier, guys. So good news, the Nissan sold, did really well on it. In fact, I'm going to go into details about how much we actually made in the next episode. But for the time being, it's time to start our next project. I picked this up last night for $700. This is a 2005 Saturn Vue. It has 151,000 miles on it. And honestly, it runs pretty dang good. The interior overall is pretty good. It just needs a good little detail. But as you see, it definitely has some staining just from, you know, having 150,000 miles type of thing. So it could definitely use a little work here and there. Just little stuff all over. But overall, I mean, thank goodness the headliner's good. It's got a sunroof that apparently works, honestly. Forgot to test it. But the reason why I got this so cheap is actually because one, needed tires. Well, at least the front tires. But two is when we were driving, it sounded to probably someone who doesn't know, but they thought it was the transmission was howling. And honestly, it might be. But what I think it is, I think it's just a hub, to be honest. I think I just need to replace the hub because a lot of the vibration, in fact, you could feel it like on the dashboard and on the door, was coming from this direction. Or it even could just be the axle, maybe the CV joint's going, I don't know. So that's the main issue we're gonna be concerned about. We're gonna try to fix that. Well, not fix it today, but at least check it out, see what is broken. And also, this car was scuffed pretty good. I think you can probably see some of those lines in the camera here. So it was scuffed pretty good, and whatever happened, it knocked these panels out. Now, if you guys know anything about Saturn, most of Saturns have like a metal subframe, and then they have like plastic outside panels. That's what keeps it lightweight, good on gas. But it's actually perfect for us because they bounce back and they don't break easy. So can actually take this panel apart somewhat, realign it, put it back in, put the taillight back in, correct? As you can see, the tab just kind of popped out there. So we can put it back in. It'll look pretty dang good. And honestly, it's not gonna cost us anything in type of body repair or time or anything like that. It's gonna be pretty quick, pretty simple. I am gonna run to the store and pick up a shampooer because I think I finally just need one. There's just too many little stains. So we'll probably do that in a little bit. That's the plan. Time to get at it. Let's go. All right, guys, so it is the next day here. I did take this guy apart, as you saw. I'm not getting the play that I wanted to kind of show that this is a wheel hub bearing. But regardless, I ordered one. I've spun it and it kind of spins pretty freely, which to me shows that that the bearing probably is shot, but it just doesn't have that play of like side to side or up and down that I expected it to have. So Anyway, I ordered one last night, and then just to be safe, I was gonna order the Axel, but after watching some more videos, kind of going through everything, I realized I don't think the Axle's shot on this. I think it's actually okay. It's just that this hub bearing has needed to be changed for so long that it's just that bad. That's what I'm going with. I did end up picking up a new little cleaner here to use in the car. So first thing I'm gonna do is actually take out this center dash piece, because if you see here, it has all like that peeling effect. This is when like the rubbered spray paint crud that they use in almost every car. A lot of BMWs, Audis have this. I'm sure if you've owned any, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or the classic Ferrari sticky buttons. This is like right after that. So what I'm gonna try to do is take this off and basically just rub all this rubber coating off like that. Pretty much. If that doesn't work, if I can't do the whole thing like that, then I'll probably have to just sand it down the best I can, throw on some primer, give it like a satin black or a flat black, probably a flat black look. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. All right guys, the Saturn is all finished. So basically, I thought the sound was coming from this hub, so I replaced this hub, and then I took it for a ride and found out that it was actually the other hub. So I took the old hub from here, which when I looked inside, looked pretty dang new. Maybe it was like, I don't know, maybe it was 2-3 months old. It wasn't that old. It was pretty dang new. So what I did is I came over here and started taking this one apart. Being that that one was so easy to take apart and this one was such a pain, I'm assuming that the owner before me had the same idea, that that one was shot and this one was good. But it turns out that this one just was having the noise travel to the other side. Anyone who's done a hub, I'm sure, has gone through this. If they've done a couple, they know exactly what I'm talking about when you're positive it's one side and it ends up being the other. But anyhow, that was it. I changed it. Car is running great. There's no more howling noise. Another thing that I did, I mentioned to you guys that I was going to clean this car up and take off like that rubber coating. Did on here, and I tried to do it on this big piece, but honestly, this took me half a day just to get the rubber coating off. And this took me about 4 hours to get from like here down to around here, just this corner. So I ended up caving and I spray painted it. I started to show you guys me priming it, and then like the first spray I did up in here, the dead grass in my backyard blew up, got all over it, and I had to start from scratch. So I ended up taking it down to like my little dungeon. So basically I live here, and this is like my crawl space right in this area. That's where I keep all my tools. So anyway, I taped in there. You guys weren't gonna be able to see it. So I figured I would just finish the car and I'd show you what happened. But I mean, you guys saw that we vacuumed and shampooed everything and it all came out really good. So I think that's it, guys. I washed it, buffed it, wiped it down. I'm gonna wipe it down again. I'm gonna go take some photos. I'm gonna throw this thing up for sale. I'm gonna get it smogged tomorrow morning, and that's it. It's gone. All right, guys. So I think that's gonna wrap up this episode. Remember to like and share if you enjoyed this, and hope you have a wonderful next couple days, week, whenever I see you again. See you later, guys.